Today we are going to talk about the center forward position. And on this video, I have prepared a list of 14 players that I think that your football club should sign on this transfer market. And the first name on the list is Manchester City's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus arrived to Manchester City from Brazilian side Palmeiras around 5 years ago as a 20-year-old. And since his arrival at Manchester City, he has found game time to be very limited because at one time Manchester City had Sergio Aguero, and the manager also at other times preferred to play with a false striker, and this meant that Gabriel Jesus had very limited playing time. This season, Gabriel Jesus has been linked with a move to several Premier League clubs, notably Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham Football Club. But the strongest move has been to Arsenal. The strongest link has been to Arsenal Football Club, and there are rumors that Arsenal had paid a fee of 30 million pounds, but Manchester City were holding out for a higher fee, and the fee is said to be around 40 to 50 million pounds. Might be a good amount of money to price him away from the Etihad Stadium. And Gabriel Jesus really deserves to leave Manchester City because Manchester City have already signed Erling Braut Haaland, and I know that Erling Braut Haaland will be their main striker come next season, and I believe that that is one of the reasons why Gabriel Jesus might want to leave Manchester City, as he will be looking for a place where he will be the first choice centre forward, as he will be the first choice in that centre forward position. And Gabriel Jesus, he can play for most top four teams in any clubs across Europe, and I know that he is one of the most sought after strikers this season, and that he will greatly improve any side in the Premier League. And number two on my list is Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen plays for the Nigerian national team and Napoli in the Serie A in Italy. And he has been such an important figure for Napoli as he has led them to a top four finish, and that with him they looked like they were really going to win the Serie A titles. The Serie A title, they only missed it by a few points, and Napoli having Victor Osimhen on their team, they really look to be very strong. And Victor Osimhen can easily play for any of the top four teams in Europe, as I know that he's one of the best strikers in Europe. But the biggest challenge with Victor Osimhen is that he commands such a huge fee. Remember that Napoli had to pay such a great amount of money to move him from Lille in France to Napoli in Italy. They paid a fee of around 72 million pounds, 72 million euros with some add-ons. And this means that the biggest challenge in signing Victor Osimhen this season will be the huge amount of money that he commands. But if any football club can really afford Victor Osimhen, then I know that he is one of the best strikers in Europe. And number three on my list is none other than Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez plays for Inter Milan in the Serie A in Italy, and he is also one of the best strikers in Europe. Previously, he was linked with a move to Arsenal, Chelsea, and there are also rumors that Tottenham football clubs were interested in signing him. Now, he joined Inter Milan from Racing Club in Argentina in 2018 for a fee of 25 million euros, and this meant that he had shown potential to be one of the best strikers, as this is such a decent fee. Uh, Maybe a player coming from such an unknown club, and this club is paying this amount of money. This means that he had shown a potential to be one of the best strikers. And in the Serie A this season, he has managed to play 35 matches, He has scored 21 goals and provided 3 assists. And I remember him during one time when Lukaku was still at Inter Milan. The manager at that time preferred playing the 3-5-2 formation. And in the 3-5-2 formation, Lautaro Martinez and and Lukaku, they had formed such a great partnership, and in that season they managed to win the Serie A title. And that he is one of the top strikers in Europe, and one of the top strikers that your football club should really try and sign. And number 4 on the list is Sebastian Hola. Sebastian Hola plays for Ajax in the Eredivisie in the Netherlands and the Cote d'Ivoire national team. And he's also one of the best strikers in Europe. And last season, he managed to play 31 matches. He scored 21 goals and provided 7 assists. And he did equally well in the Champions League, as he played 8 matches and scored 11 goals. And his performances this season has drawn such a number of clubs, such a number of many clubs will be vying for his signature, and that there were stories online that Borussia Dortmund of Germany have been strongly linked to the move with Sebastian Hola, and that I know that Sebastian Hola he might really perform well. He's big, and that he has scored quite a number of goals this season, and that I know that he's one of the best strikers this season. He made a big money move from Eintracht Frankfurt in Germany to English side West Ham for a fee of 50 million euros, and he had a brief spell in the EPL, in the English Premier League, before moving to Ajax for a fee of 22.5 million euro in 2021. And we just have to wait and see how he will perform in the Bundesliga. But this season, he has proved himself as one of the best strikers in Europe. Now, the 5th player on my list is Jonathan David. Jonathan David plays for Lille in the Ligue 1 in France, and that this season he has managed to score 15 goals from 36 appearances. He plays mostly as a center forward, but can play as a second striker or as an attacking midfielder. He's quite young, he's only 22, and that he helped Lille win the Ligue 1 title in 2021 season, and that for a decent amount of fee, then you might be able to acquire his services. But Jonathan David is also one of the strikers that your football clubs should really try and sign this season. Now, number 6 on my list is Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak plays for Real Sociedad in the La Liga and the Swedish national team. And he's also one of the most sought after strikers in Europe this season. He's got a great amount of pace, he's good at dribbling, and can also score quite a number of goals. And that he's also very young, and that he will be a great addition to any top teams in Europe. And that this is also one of the players that I will recommend to most football clubs. Now, number 7 on my list is Richarlison. Richarlison plays for Everton Football Club in the English Premier League, and that he has played in the English Premier League for quite some time. There was a time he used to play for Watford Football Club before moving to Everton, and that he played at that time he played as a winger, and he can also play as a striker. And I know that this season he has managed to survive relegation with Everton, and that Richarlison is also one of the top strikers in Europe. He plays for Everton he has played mostly for Everton this season as a striker, and that in the national team as well, he plays as a center forward, and I know that Richarlison is quite a brilliant striker, and that I think maybe this season maybe he can really challenge himself and take that one step forward and maybe join a top 4 team and see how he'll fare. and I know that he will really improve any side because he's a top striker. He's got a decent amount of pace. He's quite fast. He's good on the ball. He's dribbling, and he also possesses quite a number of skills. And that Richarlison is also one of the strikers that many Premier League clubs should try and sign him. He has been linked to the move to Spurs, Tottenham Football Club. Arsenal were also rumored to be interested in signing Richarlison, and Chelsea as well. And these big clubs showing their interest in Richarlison really shows that he is such a great striker, and that so many teams will be vying for his signature this season. Now, number 8 on my list is Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski plays for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga in Germany, and Robert Lewandowski has been around for quite some time, and that there's not so much to say about Robert Lewandowski as the statistics, they just speak for themselves, and that Robert Lewandowski is just the best striker that any club should really try and sign, and that there are rumors that he has been linked with a move to Barcelona, and I don't know the reason why he might want to leave Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich is such a big club, and that he has so much success in Germany with Bayern Munich, but maybe he wants to try a new challenge, and I think that this is one of the reasons why he wants to move to Barcelona, and that I know that Robert Lewandowski will really improve any side that he joins, and that he has been one of the top strikers for quite a number of years, and that many football clubs will really be lucky to have him on their side. Now, number 9 on my list is Martin Braithwaite. Martin Braithwaite plays for Barcelona in the La Liga in Spain, and this season he has only managed to play 4 matches. He has scored 2 goals and provided 1 assist. He's also one of the main strikers for the Denmark national team, and for Martin Braithwaite, I think that he really needs to leave Barcelona because he has played so few games, and that being such an important figure in the national team, this means that he has to play regularly for him to be able to improve his to help his national team. And I think that it is time for him maybe to leave Barcelona and find another club where he'll play week in, week out. And that I think it is just I think that he really needs to leave Barcelona this season. Now, number 10 on my list is Youssef En-Nesyri, who plays for Sevilla in the La Liga and the Morocco national team. Previously, he was linked with a move to Arsenal, and he seems decent. He has spent most of his entire professional career in Spain, as he has represented Malaga, Leganés, and currently Sevilla. And he looks decent from the few online videos that I've watched and from the few matches that I've watched. And I know that a number of clubs will really try and sign him this season. And now, number 11 on my list is Alvaro Morata. Alvaro Morata has really represented quite a number of big clubs. He has represented Real Madrid, Juventus, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid. Then Atletico Madrid signed him from Chelsea. Then Juventus is on loan, but he's an Atletico Madrid player. And that for Alvaro Morata, I know that he really has a lot of experience. Yeah, if you're looking for a striker that has really a lot of experience, then you should go for Alvaro Morata, because he has been around for quite some time, and that he has represented quite a number of big clubs, and that I think that he can really improve any side that he joins, and that yeah, so many football clubs should. Alvaro Morata is a striker that your football club should try and sign this time. Now, number 12 on my list is Emmanuel Dennis. Emmanuel Dennis plays for the Nigerian national football team and the EFL Championship club Watford. Remember that Watford this season have been relegated, and that this means that most football clubs might try and sign some of their players. And one of the best players at Watford at the moment is Emmanuel Dennis, and that there are and Emmanuel Dennis will. There are rumors that Everton Football Club really want to sign him. They really want to sign him. They really want to sign him to come and replace maybe Richarlison if he might leave. And this is one of the strikers that your football club should try and sign this summer as well. Now, number 13 on my list. Number 13 on my list is Michael Olunga. Michael Olunga plays for the for Kenya, the Harambee Stars, and the Qatari side Al Duhail. In the Qatari Stars League this season, he has managed to play 20 matches. He has scored 24 goals and scored 24 goals. And that he has scored is it's like he has scored a goal in every match that he has played, and that he has managed to represent a number of clubs. Locally, he has played for Tusker Football Club. These are in Kenya. These are football clubs in Kenya. Tusker Football Club, Thika United, Gor Mahia Football Club, then Djurgården in Sweden, GZH Zinchen in China. Then he made a loan move to Girona in La Liga. And after his move to Girona in La Liga, I thought that his next move might be to a big league such as maybe the EPL or the League One, but he moved to Kashiwa Reysol, that is in the Japanese Super League, and finally at his club Al Duhail Soccer Club. This is in Qatar. And I think that Michael Olunga still has quite a number of years to play football, and that I believe that he can play for any team in Europe, and that I'll definitely recommend him to so many football clubs in Europe because I've seen him play for the national team, the Harambee Stars, and that in and also in the various football clubs here locally. And I know that he's big, he possesses quite decent some pace, and that he's also quite a good finisher as he has managed to score quite a number of goals from like every match that he has played in. And now number 14 on my list is Giovanni Simeone. Giovanni Simeone plays for Hellas Verona in the Serie A, and that he is the son of Atletico Madrid boss Diego Simeone. And this season he has managed to play 35 matches. He has scored 17 goals and provided 5 assists. And for Giovanni Simeone, I didn't know much about Giovanni Simeone, but every time I went online to watch some videos, and week in after week out, I saw that he was scoring goals, and this caught my attention. That who is this player that has really played, is really scoring week in week out, and that's when I went online and saw some of his videos, and that I know that Giovanni Simeone this season he has managed to prove himself as one of the great strikers in Europe, and that I know that he has attracted plenty of interest from several football clubs. I know that football scouts have really scouted him this season, and that I know that there's such a very I know that such a very big reason that he might move to he might move maybe to a different club this season because of the number of goals that he has scored. He looks very sharp in front of goal, and that I know that he has managed this season. He has managed to really show that he is also one of the best strikers this season. Now, that is all that I had for you today. That is my list of 14 players that I have, 14 players that I think that your football club should sign. And I'd like to know, do you think that maybe these strikers are one of the best, that these strikers, your football club should really try and sign them? And that, do you think that they are good enough to join any of the football clubs in Europe? And I'd like to know all this in the comment section below. Now, before I finish, I'd just like to remind everyone to please subscribe, like, comment, share this video, and I'll see you next time in my next video. Cheers.